time to Bird Rock. Bird Rock Podcast. Extremely accurate podcast. Radio DJ Bird Rock.
Feel the difference of the desert. You will feel different after the desert.
You'll be dry.
Dry as heck.
Your skin will be dry. Paper thin.
I would take a big bird, a small bird, a blackbird or a bluebird. Any type of bird will do. I'll take a sparrow or a goose. I would take a pigeon, a plover, over and over. I'd take a booby or regret. Stare at a woodcock with no regrets. I want to see a titmouse, a limpkin, nuthatch or a bush tit, 'cause I love birds.
Episode 2, baby.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, Billy?
Not too much. Just have had quails on the brain. Gambel's quail, to be specific.
Billy and I have we've got a gambling addiction. Today, we are diving deep into the Gambel's quail. How you doing? Have you seen any good birds?
Yeah, a wonderful red-tailed hawk experience in the park this week.
Oh, hit me.
It was there up in a tree. I saw it land. I saw it fly there. And I had a good long stare sesh with this hawk, this red-tailed hawk. And it was watching Sophie. It was watching my dog because my dog was running around like crazy chasing squirrels. And this hawk was watching.
Whoa.
And luckily, Sophie's just like slightly big enough where I'm not worried about a hawk carrying her off. Maybe an eagle.
I don't think
but
so.
Not a hawk.
I feel pretty confident saying your dog weighs more than a hawk.
Yeah, totally. That's why I keep her plump. Just so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, but that was the big one, the red-tailed hawk. And also just some beautiful cardinal action in the park, you know. Especially it had snowed. And nothing like a cardinal against that white snow.
A cardinal on snow, just it sets your heart aflutter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What did I saw a red whiskered bulbul this morning.
What? I've never
Those are
even heard of
pretty
that
cool.
bird. A bulbul?
Yeah, if you've never seen a red whiskered bulbul, bulbul, one word, look it up. It sort of looks like how do I even describe it? It's got like a really pointy mohawk thing, and then it has like a thing on the side of its cheek that sort of looks like almost looks like the Pepsi logo is on its face.
Whoa, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah. Dang. It's almost got that, like, titmousey sort of mohawk, right?
Yeah, except even more pronounced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, definitely. It's like an orca fin.
Amen, brother.
Well, that's great. What a sighting.
Yeah, he's always cool. So, Billy, why did we choose the Gambel's quail to write a song about?
In many ways, I feel like the Gambel's quail chose us.
So true.
We had gone less than a year ago. Tommy and I were in Joshua Tree National Park, and we came across this quail. And let me tell you, this bird gets me excited. This bird gets me jazzed. Most birds get me jazzed. I'm like, if I see a sparrow, I'm like, hey, sparrow. If I see birds in a tree, I'm like, hey. I acknowledge most birds, but this bird, I'm like, ooh-wee.
I mean, it is a truly special bird. And you know, we're now consistently saying this. This is a podcast. It's unfortunately not a visual medium. You should look up this bird. I have not drawn this one extremely accurately yet, so you should just look up Gambel's quail.
Look up that bird.
Look up that bird. Look up the bird, yeah. Look up that bird. Look up the bird. Pick up your phone. Pick up your phone, yeah. Look up that bird. Look up that bird.
Look at that top knot.
That plumage? You talking plumage?
We're talking plumage, baby. That top knot is unbelievable. I mean, it looks like a giant comma has just been like suspended in the air on its forehead. It's a crazy, crazy cool look.
Yeah.
And makes you understand Quail Man, right? Like Doug. Did you grow up on Doug?
Oh my God. Yes, I loved Doug and I loved Quail Man. And part of my research today was what kind of quail was the Quail Man quail. And which is why I realized we're talking Gambel's quail, but we're also talking quails in general. Mm-hmm. But I loved Quail Man, loved Doug, saw myself in Doug a lot.
Did you find out an answer? Which quail? It seems kind of a general.
Oh, just like the European, one of the old world quails.
Oh, well, yeah. About. Today, folks, we're talking about a new world quail.
Yeah. New World Order, right?
Yeah. Ominous. So yeah, this is a very special bird. I mean, there are a number of different New World quails, but the Gambel's quail, you think of it as the desert quail. Mm-hmm. So you see this. I mean, if you pull up the range map, it really is like, Arizona, New Mexico, California. I think a little bit of southern Colorado and Utah, and like just the very tip of northern tip of Mexico as well. I
heard that in the desert, one of the ways they get by is they get water from the succulents. Oh, so cool.
That is so cool. Okay, so you're looking at this picture of a quail. Look up that bird. Take a good look. I know you got it pulled up right in front of you, listener. They've got this kind of bluish gray plumage on much of their bodies, but the males have those copper feathers on the top of their heads. Black faces, little white stripes above their eyes. They got short, rounded wings and long, featherless legs. Very similar to the California quail, who I see in L.A. all the time. They're even in downtown L.A. in Griffith Park. But the California quail have these scales on their breast, and the Gambel's quail does not have those. And it's just an adorable bird. You could call it plump. Mm-hmm. You might call it stout.
Perhaps portly.
Roly-poly.
Perhaps broad in the beam.
Perhaps you might say corpulent.
I would definitely say bulbous.
That is a bulbous bird. And perhaps tubby.
Yeah.
As well.
But what's also great when you think of all these adjectives, then you got to imagine, like, how does that thing move? And let me tell you, if you see this thing move, you are going to be charmed AF. They walk and run so cutely in their little groups, which are called, get this, coveys. Not cubby, coveys, which is so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Quails and the coveys.
Quails, I feel like you don't see them that often on the East Coast. But out west, there's all sorts. There's the mountain quail, there's the California quail, there's the Gambel's quail that we're talking about today. And they're just they are so goddamn adorable. Mm-hmm. I've heard them described as being like in the new Star Wars movies, BB-8, the droid that's like the ball with the little head on top of the ball.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And they even kind of move like that. So these are not migratory birds. They're a little too chunky to make their way south. So they stay where they're at, and they've adapted well for that. But yeah, so if you see them flying, it's because they're trying to get away from you.
Mm-hmm. They don't fly well for distances, but they can really take off super fast. And I guess they fly in a very sporadic, all over the place manner to confuse their predators. So they're like, where'd they go? I don't even know.
It's very confusing. Mm-hmm. As a predator of the Gambel's quail, it worked very well. Mm-hmm. So I guess we're taping this, but we've already written the song about the Gambel's quail, and we've kind of, since we wrote the song, we have gotten more deep into our knowledge of the Gambel's quail. Do you think we did how do you think we did?
I think we did pretty good.
I think we did good too.
It's definitely bulbous.
It's bulbous. We talk about that.
Mm-hmm. It has stumpy legs. Mm-hmm. And it has a gorgeous plume upon thine head.
Well, the other thing oh, you guys are going to love this song. The other thing that I think is really, I think we nailed is that you can't convey in a Wikipedia entry is the sort of lonesome desert fear that must be just coursing through their little bird brains at all times. Because these are like, that is a desert snack. I mean, if you are a coyote and you get yourself a Gambel's quail, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're probably just as pumped as like when I go to Chinatown and get one of those like big pork buns, you know? Oh, just so decadent.
Have you eaten quail?
You know, probably. Have you?
Is that what you eat at medieval times? Because in that case, yes. Multiple times.
I would have guessed they don't just serve like turkey legs or something. What are they?
Oh, I wish.
Wow. You had quail?
Well, I had a small chicken type thing. It could have been pheasant or quail.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, but I do think that the song captures the fear and the sort of like, because we sort of opted for like a spooky 70s Genesis prog kind of song. That's how I hear it. How do you hear it?
I hear wind sweeping over brush.
I think of Dune.
Yes, Dune.
The movie Dune, perhaps.
I think of giant rock walls and the campfire reflecting off them. I think of scattering in my covey through the brush, avoiding the coyote.
Well, also, we should talk about, I mean, the Joshua Tree trip that we went on, that we saw the Gambel's quail numerous times. I mean, I associate the Gambel's quail also with the campsite that we were staying at, which was in Joshua Tree National Park. I can't remember the name of it. It's on the north end of the park, near 29 Palms. But anyways, beautiful campground. But like your campfire when you make one is just right up against those iconic Joshua Tree rock piles, and you're just watching the shadows dance across the rock.
It was so cool,
and it's it's spooky in the coziest way possible. Mm-hmm. And then there was one night we were listening to, if you've never heard, there's a great radio show out of Joshua Tree called Desert Oracle, that if you're ever in Joshua Tree, I'd highly recommend just spending all your time in the car listening to Desert Oracle.
And I mean this with so much love, but I feel like that man's voice is the desert. Like if you listen to 5 seconds of that podcast, you're going to be like, oh my God, I've been stuck in the desert for a year.
Yeah, he's like kind of like a crotchety hermit naturalist guy, and every episode starts with like a spooky coyote call and him going, "Night has fallen on the desert."
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Damn.
Night has fallen on the desert.
Wow. Well, what's one thing that actually, it's funny that the desert element of this quail stuck out so much, considering the Gambel's quail is actually unique, really, in its quail vibe, that it's deserty. But the desert is relatively new to me as a person. Tommy, I feel like you actually were kind of like you brought me to the desert. You showed me the desert.
My dude, I love the desert. It's always been my zone. I don't know why.
Yeah, and honestly, it's so great. It's just so different than the East Coast. Like when you're walking in the woods in the East Coast in the summer, there's just vegetation everywhere unless there's a path, But what's so interesting about the desert is there's just gravel and sand in between things, so it's just like a bush. And then it almost looks manicured, like a garden, like on purpose, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing in between these kind of like plants.
Totally.
There's not like grass or just things in between that often.
Well, my friend Dan Kirkwood, when he came and visited me in LA one time, we were just in Desert Chaparral, which is different than the Mojave, but he was looking at all the plants and just going like, wow, look at all these house plants.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So yeah, there's just amazingly weird and hardy desert plants that have totally different life cycles than anything you like know on the East Coast. But yeah, to me, like the desert like has this like, I don't know, East Coast camping, it really makes me feel connected to nature. It's very calming. It's beautiful. It does take you out of your own life and put you somewhere else. But desert camping for me puts me on the moon or Mars. Like it's almost as if my normal life doesn't exist. That's how I feel about the desert.
Yeah, totally. I get that. It was, I mean, honestly, I've only been there twice, but both times are so unique and special. The first time I went was actually maybe like a year or two before we went, and stayed in a yurt. It was awesome. And oh my God, I was just sitting looking outside the yurt and I saw Gambel's quail just scampering by, and a coyote then like scampering behind him. It was so cool. Just the desert delivered so hard.
Ugh, and their calls are so good. So they've got like that song that's sort of like well, we should just insert an audio clip here. Well, yes. And then they've got this call that people say sounds like it's saying Chicago, but it's got that like. Yeah.
Please, Tommy, please.
I don't know if I could do it. I'm feeling shy. Wait, let me like warm up a little bit. Okay, let me think. Okay, can you tell me you can do this? Is that good? Thanks, bro.
The one person slow clap doesn't have the same effect. That was really good. I'm proud of you. You did one thing that scared you today.
But I feel like you can feel in their call that they are being hunted. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's what I hear. I hear the sound of like, oh, can you guys? Is everybody there?
And there's a sense of constantly chatting about it too. You know how most birds are just like, of relatively few words. They're hanging out, but they're just like, I'm really scared. There could be a coyote over there. There's not a coyote over there. There could be a little hawk over there. I'm worried about the same thing. There could be a hawk over there. So on. Yeah. Dead.
And they're preyed on by just about anything you can think of in the desert too. So, for example, snakes.
Man.
Raptors, foxes, bobcats, coyotes, and to me the wildest that I never would have expected is the roadrunner. So you'll often see like a roadrunner with like little baby quail feet sticking out of its beak. Apparently.
Wow. We saw one of those in Joshua Tree. That was a big deal. It was very exciting, and it was crossing the road. Remember, we thought we were going to see it deep in the desert, but nope, we saw it crossing the dang road.
That's the way it is with wildlife sometimes. Like you think you're going to see the thing you want to see in the middle of nowhere, and then you end up seeing it like eating out of a trash can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like out behind a Burger King, you're like, oh,
I can relate.
Yeah, we wrote a song about Burger King on this trip, I think.
We sure did. That's gonna have to be like a bonus cut.
Bonus. Yeah.
You know what? One thing to cycle back, I realized we didn't mention that the male and the female quails look different.
Yes, they're sexually dimorphic.
Yeah, hell yeah, they are sexually dimorphic. And I will say, what's funny in general, bird species I've seen that are sexually dimorphic, the fellas, like a cardinal, like bright red, the Gambel's quail, really sticks out. But the females, you just have to look at them a little longer and notice the details. The beauty is still there. It's just not smacking you over the face,
That is such a funny. It's a funny feature of birds, and I really love it. I actually I got into a funny conversation with someone online recently because they were saying that my drawings of birds were sexist or exploitative of women's bodies, and my response was, well, first of all, these are extremely accurate, but second of all, these are all of these birds that I'm drawing are men.
Aren't they? Sorry if this is a peeking behind the curtain, but aren't they modeled? Yes, they're. Sorry, no. I was thinking about your.
What are you saying?
I was thinking about the Pringle Man drawing. Remember, you let the world know that your Pringle Man drawing was based off your own sexy pose, right?
Yes, indeed. But yes, the quail or my bird drawings, sometimes I'll think about my own. I'll get into poses as a reference just to imagine. I imagine myself to be that bird, and see what that brings up. But no, I'm just trying to draw the birds as accurately as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you get a really good look from all angles at the Gambel's quail?
I feel like I've gotten like a wonderful share of Gambel's quail viewings in my life. I've seen them in multiple states.
Oh yeah,
and gotten to savor this plump beauty. Have we talked about what they eat yet?
No, but we should.
Let's talk about what they eat. I was talking about how they get so bulbous and beautiful. This was interesting to me. When they're younger, they eat almost entirely insects, which includes ants. Apparently it's like mostly ants, but also beetles, leafhoppers, spiders, grasshoppers, delicious. And then later on, as they get older, they eat a lot more leaves and seeds and cactus seeds and fruits, wild mustard. Yeah, and then and like you said, they get their water from succulents.
It's crazy.
Would that include cactus?
Yeah, I think that's what they meant.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man, the cactus in the desert looks so unforgiving. Like if you tripped, your trip is over and you're having a terrible, terrible time. I had never been so glad my dog wasn't with me, and I always want my dog with me. But I was like, no, my Sophie would ruin her face on these cacti.
Yeah, I'm on a road trip one time. Fred, we took a stop, and Fred took a short walk in the Mojave, and he was walking with a limp and a burr in his paw within like 10 feet.
Oh no! Yeah,
poor guy. And we all learned a valuable lesson.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of what they eat and spiders, we've got to talk about the amount of black widows that were around our campsite. It was bananas.
Oh my God. Well, okay, I was trying to remember this. So picture it's night. We're at our campsite surrounded by rocks in the desert. And Billy and I decide to go just look for stuff with our headlamps. Like we're just like looking for animals in the dark, right? Okay. How did we figure out that all the spiders were out there? Do we have sticks or something?
No, I think we were just, like you said, we were just wandering around with our headlamps and look down. What's that? Oh no. It's a spider. What kind of spider? Oh no. It's a black widow. Black
widows.
And what's weird too is there, like I said, in the desert, same with animals in the way that there's not just an abundance of plant life everywhere. There's also not like an abundance of insects. Like if you were out in a summer night on the East Coast, you would have moths, like a million things.
Yeah, cicadas, grasshoppers, yeah.
Yeah, but on the desert, you almost just don't see anything except like a beetle. Or a black widow.
Thousands of black widows. We just couldn't believe how many there were, and we were just like, wow, there's so many spiders. Like, I wonder what they are. And I think like you took a stick and like flipped one upside down, and you just saw the red hourglass immediately. And it's really something to go to sleep knowing that you were surrounded by black widow spiders.
Yeah, there is a real freakiness to that. Yeah. It's not often that I'm sleeping next to something that could really give me an owie. Hey, do you have a least favorite animal or type of animal?
A least favorite type of animal?
Yeah.
The tick. The ticks for sure.
Got it.
How about you?
Worms. Hate them.
Worms?
Yeah. I'm pretty much always afraid I have worms.
Really?
I'm worried I'm like chock full of worms.
Wait, you mean like a parasite, or what do you mean? Like a ring?
In general, but in just earthworms, I like them the most of worms, but they're still gross. Like every worm is gross. You know what I mean? And they just go from gross to extremely gross. Like a sandworm, like, oh, great, now it has a centipede body and giant pincers. Or like, oh, this one lives inside me and grows 40 feet long. Tell me a good worm story.
Interesting. I don't have that relationship with worms, but I have absolutely no beef with worms.
Well, you can have all mine. I'll give you my tapeworm, brother.
Here's what I think about worms might help you. A worm is just a simplified version of us. Do you know what I mean? We're like a long thing. We've got a hole at one end, and a hole at the other end. Food goes in one, it goes in a long tube and then comes out the other end. Worms are just us if we didn't have faces or arms or legs. And we were just a digestive tract with muscles.
Well, that's a friggin' truth bomb right there. Here I am, just a friggin' worm with arms and legs.
That's good info.
And I would ask you another question, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
When you die and go to heaven, do you not expect worms to be part of God's choir?
No, I'm okay with that. But even still, like if that's my one reference for the animal, it eats me when I'm dead. Still not sparking joy.
No. I don't mean that. I just mean like, are they in God's choir in heaven?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Next to the ticks.
Yeah. So I hope I've made a good pitch for the worm.
Yeah. Well, and also I appreciate them for also being, a wonderful food source for many a bird.
Oh yeah, I thought of something positive about ticks.
What?
They're food for wild turkeys.
Yep, that's nice.
I like wild turkeys. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. Do you know what it's time for? Do you know what segment we're hitting?
Chloe-ing me crazy. Chloe-ing me crazy.
Chloe-ing me crazy.
Chloe-ing me crazy.
We're talking many rituals.
Chloe-ing me crazy.
Chloe-ing me crazy.
Chloe-ing me crazy.
We're talking many rituals.
Real quick, cloaca song. 1, 2, 3, cloaca song.
Cloaca me crazy. I make up my own. Cloaca me crazy.
Ooh, I like that.
Is that a song?
Cloaca me crazy. Stack it. Cloaca me crazy.
You can tell I've been listening to like bad mid-era Beach Boys lately.
Yeah. Oh, do you know Kokomo's not a real island? I remember I saw something on a TV show where they joked about like, how come all the other islands are real islands, but Kokomo's not?
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, you know me. I spout a lot of untrue things.
That's good info.
That makes sense. That's a Mike Love song. He's up to no good, folks. The lead singer of the Beach Boys, who, other than Brian Wilson, is up to no good, folks. I think, unfortunately, the Beach Boys are like MAGA now. Or at least Mike Love is.
Oh, no.
People have called him the world's meanest transcendental meditator.
Wow.
He's like
What a
supreme
title.
transcendental meditation and being an asshole.
Damn.
Okay. Chloe can be crazy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if I were a male quail, you know what I'd do?
What would you do?
I'd make sure that my plumage is fluffy. And then I'd find a little shrub or maybe a fallen cactus to hop upon, and I would attract a mate.
By making a sound perhaps like... Perhaps?
Let me tell you, if I was a lady quail, I would have melted at that. That was so good. You've really gotten good in the amount of time.
I don't know. We're going to have to fact check that one. We're going to have to hear the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
See how I did.
I think you did great.
Let's double check that. Not quite.
What about you? Any thoughts?
Well, what I was thinking about is something I was reading about. Gambel's quail, as we said, everything in the desert wants to eat them at all times. So mating call for them, this is like could be a life-changing event. They're letting like a coyote know where they are. So to me, that's like even more than their top knot, which is obviously like an iconic way of dressing up for your mate. Mm-hmm. You're also risking your life just to let them know that you're around. Because you get on top of that cactus to call them, and that Cooper's hawk is like, he could have you in his clutches in a moment. And then what? You're dying and horny at the same time? Awful.
I was just thinking that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Could you imagine?
That would cloaca anybody crazy. Mm-hmm. Is that how you said it? I don't know.
Yeah, cloaca, that would make that cloaca me crazy. And the females build the nests, right?
Yep.
Oh, well, now we can talk about those quail eggs. You may see them at the grocery store. They're little. And they're
They're not
speckled.
Gambel's quail eggs, though, I presume.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
no,
what
they're
kind
not
of
Gambel's quail eggs. No, these are just, there's like a certain, I can't remember the name, but there's one particular quail that they use for quail meat and quail eggs.
They didn't go to school for this.
Apparently they have less cholesterol than regular eggs, in case anyone's thinking about switching eggs.
Oh, actually, maybe I will.
Bro, that's good info.
I've been informed that I have elevated cholesterol.
Oh, well, quails to the rescue, my friend.
They, as you can imagine with this bird, that nothing we've talked about implies that it's flying anywhere or that there's even trees around generally. So they do not make nests in trees. They have like a shallow depression in the ground. And sometimes they'll do it in the middle of thorny vegetation as protection. And yeah, they might reuse like a coyote den or a cactus wren nest or just kind of whatever's around.
Good info.
What else we got? I feel like we've done pretty well.
Yeah, I think we covered that quail. They lay about 10 to 14 eggs. They take about 3 weeks to hatch. And then, I just can't stress enough, get to the desert, watch this quail, get anywhere there's a quail, and bask in the splendor.
Yep. Get where there's a quail, stay there, live your life, die, and then when you're in heaven, listen for the mournful sounds and the mournful call of the adorable Gambel's quail and God's choir in heaven.
Well, again, this podcast is a giant intro for the song that you're about to hear.
What a lead up.
I'm really proud of. I have to admit, I think all the songs have a degree, they're really trying to get at the bird. But this one, I'm like, me and this bird have the same taste in music, you know?
Yes. Yeah, no, it fills me with the spooky desert mystical dread that I imagine this sort of, primordial, deep fear that they're filled with in this lonesome desert landscape. I just, I love this song. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, and also I hope any other listeners out there who have yet to go to the desert, let me tell you, go there and feel the difference of the desert. You will feel different after the desert.
You'll be dry.
Dry as heck.
Your skin will be dry. Paper thin. Well, with that,
Let's get on with the bird rock.
it's time to bird rock. Okay.
I don't even think I'm gonna be able to sleep. I'm just gonna be thinking of radio DJ bird rock calling cards.
Radio DJ Bird Rock. Here we go. Billy,
Tommy,
you ready?
we're back. Ready to play song number 2 for the wonderful Ellen.
I'm back. It's me again. You're stuck with me.
Ellen Weatherford. Everybody give it up for the amazing Ellen Weatherford from the, we are huge fans of her and Christian's podcast, Just the Zoo of Us, which is a delightful review of the animal world. You really get to know each species in a really fun and irreverent and just joyous way where you can really feel that y'all truly love animals.
Some affectionate roasting in there here and there.
Oh yeah. I've heard some surprise roasting that I wasn't expecting in some episodes.
Sometimes it's in the way that you like drag your siblings, right? The way that where you like it's so steeped in like affection and love, but also like a deep sort of like you also suck a little bit.
Well, and I also appreciate that you highlight like their strategic weaknesses too, where you're like, oh, this bird is like, they are really counting on, some open plains in South Dakota that might not be protected forever. You know what I mean?
Or recently we talked about the flying fish, right? That like jumps out of the water to escape predators. And I was like, hey, idiot, there's birds up there. I can't say it on our family-friendly podcast, but I want to say dumbass, you stupid idiot. There's birds up there. They're trying to eat you.
Hey, kids, guess what? Flying fish are dumb fucks.
I've had to edit out a surprising number of D's nuts jokes out of the show because we can't not make them in the moment. But like when I'm editing them, I'm like, oh man, this is not going to get to see the light of day.
If you want, you could send us all of your D's
send you a
nuts.
master cut.
As a thank you for being
A D's Nuts compilation.
Okay, so Alan Weatherford of Just the Two of Us podcast and our friend of the pod. Today's bird is one that is very special to Billy and I. We decided to focus on this one early because of our shared experience observing this beautiful bird in the Mojave Desert, specifically in Joshua Tree National Park on a trip we did together.
I'm
last
going there
year.
this weekend.
Ooh.
This weekend I'm going to Joshua Tree.
No way!
Wow.
Like
lucky.
tomorrow.
Have you been there before?
No, never been.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
It's awesome.
You're gonna
Oh my
love it.
gosh. If I see a Gambel's quail, I'm going to send it to you immediately. I'm going to be so excited.
Oh, for the record, I mean, this is a great time to be there too. This is like
I'm so excited. So you saw these birds in the Joshua Tree Park?
yeah.
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 We were actually there almost exactly a year ago today, Tommy. And so that's funny.
right.
And it was a great time to go, which is exactly when you're going. Wow.
Oh, perfect.
my gosh. Whoa. The bird forces of bird are bringing us all together.
I can't believe you're going there.
What were they doing when you saw them? Were they just kind of bopping around?
Just being adorable and like
Oh.
clucking, doing their little clucking cooing thing. Yeah. So, have you been to the Mojave before?
No, haven't.
So, I think what surprised me is I'm a desert junkie. I love the desert. But I think in my mind, I had really identified the desert with the kind of Colorado Plateau, southern Utah, northern Arizona, canyon country kind of look. And the Mojave it took me a second to get used to because it is so different. It's like, it's not canyons, it's piles of rock. Like
It's flat.
it's really surreal. So it's kind of just like, yeah, to me, the mystery and fun of the Mojave ends up being less like, I'm going to hike to a really high point and look at the panorama. I mean, you can get those, but to me, the wonderful mystery of the Mojave is just, I'm going to go climb around rocks and see what happens.
Just a sort of living out the 10-year-old sort of fantasy of like, boy, I wish there was just a bunch of rocks I could climb on.
Totally. It's the Discovery Zone. Did you have the Discovery Zone growing up? Do you know what that is?
We have something like that around here. I don't know if it's called that, but there's like 20 million like kids, stuff around us.
Was it, we're going DZ at Discovery Zone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, I thought weirdly like that was just one thing in Maine, but was that a chain?
I think it was a franchise. Yeah, DZ,
See,
the
at
Discovery Zone.
where I can be all the things on my own. I'm going DZ at Discovery Zone. Hell yeah.
So
Wow.
it's a Discovery Zone where you could die and there are rattlesnakes.
But there's also cute little birds that go buck, 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 buck.
So true. Oh, I love them. Okay, so if you had to guess what kind of song the Gambel's Quail might have, where does your brain go?
I'm going straight to like classic Western cowboy music, Fallout New Vegas soundtrack, because that's where I really had my first sort of exposure to like classic Western cowboy music. Stars of the Midnight Range and like the sort of horse clopping like beat. That's where my brain's going. It's like a Western.
I like that. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay, no spoilers.
Okay, so yeah, Billy, anything else to add before?
No, I guess nothing before, but I'm just so excited for song number 2.
Okay. Well, without further ado, the Gambel's Quail.
In the grass, coyotes wait. We must hide, protect our race. Gambel's Quail, Gambel's Quail. Gambel's Quail, Gambel's
or just plume upon thy head. Gambel's quail, Gambel's quail. Gambel's quail, Gambel's quail. Through the brush, through the undergrowth, because we dare not fly. Through the winds and through the night, on spiders we shall dine.
That goes so hard. That goes so hard. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Oh man. That was like there was so much more like edge and heat than the last one. That was like whiplash.
Well, I feel like some of these were sort of like, like that would be funny if this bird was this kind of genre. This one, I feel like we're like, I don't know about you, Billy. This one, I'm like, no, this song is a full expression of self, and
Totally,
and I want to go play it. Yeah,
I feel like I want to be in the band of this Quail, big time. You know.
Yeah, like some of the other ones are like a minute and a half long, and this one we're like, nah, it's like 4 minutes, whatever, you know.
It is funny to me that like the much more sort of like edgy and like I don't know, darker sounding song is for the gooberest bird, like the silliest, goofiest little chicken of the desert with a little dangly bob on his forehead. Like he might as well have like a little propeller beanie on.
Yeah.
But like and you gave it like the most badass song.
We talked about on the episode that the Gambel's quail is kind of like the BB-8 from Star Wars, like of the bird world, you know?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. And having the little round, like the round body and the round features scooting across the desert. It is so BB-8 coated.
But we wanted to capture this sort of desolate fear that they must experience as being this deliciously plump bird in a landscape inhabited by coyotes and
Desert
snakes,
popcorn.
birds of prey, you know. Desert popcorn.
First of all, once again, as in the last song, I loved the use of the words gland and secrete. In this song, big fan of the word bulbous, which I feel like you don't get in a lot of rock, like an underutilized word in rock lyrics. Big fan of, but like, I feel like that last verse, like, first of all, feels very quintessentially Tommy. Like, that feels so you. Like, so sort of like dark and foreboding and like vaguely, like there's some sort of great and powerful creature of the dark that's like chasing you. Like that feels very you. I feel like I can hear your voice in that. But like also like we dare not fly is like such a cool way of talking about like a flightless bird, because usually people will like kind of shit on them a little bit, be like, oh, they can't fly, they suck, right? But like being like we dare not fly adds like this element of like, oh yeah, we don't fly because there's scary shit out there, like stuff that will eat us if we do. Like it's like this sinister sort of like horror element. I've been reading a lot of cosmic horror lately.
Whoa.
And so I guess it's already where my head's at. But
give me some Rex. What's a good one?
Oh yeah,
I just finished reading a compilation of short stories by Primi Mohammed, and it's called No One. It's either called No One Is Coming Back for Us or No One Will Come Back for Us. It's one of those titles. But it's a collection of cosmic horror short stories.
Awesome.
So good. So good.
Love it.
Really loved it. major, like, total banger. But so, like, that kind of got me in, like, the headspace of, like, ooh, there's something spooky and sinister, especially, like, in the desert.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, man, what a cool angle for this silly little bird.
We were going kind of like, like desert prog is the genre. Radiohead was a big influence for me in general, and I feel like you can hear it on this song a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It started giving me, like, Bob Seger almost in the beginning, like, in the very beginning, and then I felt like it went more, like, Rush?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Also, on Spiders We Shall Dine, like, that goes insanely hard. What a line.
I also felt like that one, when Billy was tracking vocals on that part, because he does that, on spiders we shall dine, and a kind of like...
No other way to deliver that line.
There was like a Jack Black that burst out of your body during that tracking, I remember.
Well, dude, you pushed me there, because I remember I did it, and you could tell I went like 70%, and you're like, I think you... like, follow that. Go there. And I did. You really were the wind beneath my wings, my man.
Follow your destiny, brother. Take us there. Don't be afraid.
I know it's in you. Let it out.
I hadn't thought of Seeger though. Hell yeah, it does have a little bit of like a turn the page.
Has it.
Like
yeah,
turn the page.
That's where I was thinking.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh man, what a badass song for a bird I wouldn't have immediately gone badass, because I was thinking like a little hokey cowpoke, you know, sort of like, oh, I'm out here in the desert, you know, like I was thinking that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's true. You really could have gone like boom, ba, boom, ba, boom.
Yeah. I was thinking like boom, ba, doom, ba, doom, ba, doom, like that kind of thing. Nope.
Billy, what were you gonna say?
Well, just one thing. For the last song we didn't mention, but for this song and the next song, they all feature the wonderful Jesse Kristen on drums.
We do.
You got Jesse in the studio on your bird songs?
We did.
He sounds great. Also, he's really been studying up on trees, so we'll have to bring him on.
Ooh.
Talk about where those birds are landing. Jesse.
Sorry, that was a roll of the dice. I just saw in my audio folder applause 01.
Good.
I thought maybe that would be the right kind of applause. It was a little too cavernous. It was more people than I was expecting.
Yeah, but then that's right for Jesse.
That is right for Jesse.
You should play a soundboard roulette and just change all of the titles to just like sound effect 1, sound effect 2, and then
roll the dice. Well, let's hear what crowd applause 02 sounds like. Okay, that's like a theatrical. Maybe like you just saw somebody give a lecture.
Yeah, or
it's
like
a polite one.
And the drummer's Grammy goes to Jesse Kristen.
It's a polite. Oh yeah. That's a please clap.
Yeah, for sure. Let's think about sponsorships, because I'm realizing we haven't talked about the sponsor for this bird. We didn't make an ad for this bird. Maybe we will in post. What do you think? If a company was going to sponsor this episode and this bird, what product do you think it would be?
Spiders.
Just like live spider, live or dead?
Well, I think it's Spiders Are Us. You want live spiders? You want dead spiders? Get it all at Spiders Are Us.
Yeah,
I like it.
Heck
Every
yeah.
Gambel's Quail shops at Spiders Are Us. choosy quails, choose spiders.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Billy, what do you think?
I thought maybe hats. Just like a hat, or like a flapper style band thing with a little. I don't know. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, it makes me think of maybe a headlamp.
Yeah.
My first thought, which is maybe stupid, is Amtrak because we dare not fly.
Oh, that's good.
That's true.
For those who dare not fly.
Have you been watching the news? We dare not fly.
It's true. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting on an airplane tomorrow.
I'm flying like an outrageous amount this spring.
You fly every day.
I'm not pumped about. Yeah. And yeah, there's a certain joy to the 2025 middle seat of Spirit Flight that is different. That it hits different than it used to.
It's different.
So, we got to get your take here. Billy, do you want to ask her?
Ellen, now comes the time where we must ask, did you find this song to be extremely accurate?
That's extremely accurate.
Woo!
That's for your sound clip. Brought the entirely wrong energy for that applause.
Wow, it's a standing ovation. Oh, they're still going.
Oh my gosh, they love it.
It's a masterpiece!
still going.
A masterpiece!
Quail.
Quail. Quail.
Quail.
I think that this song is extremely accurate to the way that quails perceive themselves. Like, I feel like it's extremely accurate to the experience of being the quail. Like, maybe not the way that the average human eye sees the quail, but it's more about what's in them. It's not about how society sees the quail.
That's such a good... Yeah, it's true. We were really trying to inhabit the quail.
Yeah.
Channeled the quail.
Yeah, in this one. We're not judging the quail. We are the quail.
We become the quail. That's the tour. That's the name of the tour. Become the quail.
I'm sorry, I just got so scared because I became the quail and was like, what's trying to eat me?
Oh no, I'm a prey species. Uh-oh.
I haven't had water in so long, and now I have to go bite a cactus?
It is like such a different experience being... Like, it's so rare that as humans we get the experience of being outside and in actual danger of being eaten.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not something that we can sort of like... I don't know, you can convince yourself you're afraid of it, but it's not often that you're like, oh, it's actually rational right now to be afraid of being eaten. And to imagine living your whole life that way, just stark naked out in the desert and thinking you're going to get eaten at any moment. Unbelievable.
The only like moment I've ever had where I was like actual genuine, like this thing could actually kill me was a feral pig. Like a boar.
Oh, dang, I believe it.
There was like a feral, I don't know if it was a boar or if it was a feral pig. It looked like it could have been either one. It could have been a mix, maybe like a hybrid. But I was out just walking my dog. This was also in Florida. Whoa. And a big old feral pig just walked across the path right in front of me. Luckily, didn't like notice me or take issue with me. I was looking at my dog. I was like, you keep your fucking mouth shut. I swear to God, if you say a thing.
Dang.
I was like, you shut up, don't you bark.
Dang. Yeah, but those are no joke.
Audience, you may be laughing, but more Americans have died from feral hogs than died in World War I.
I fully believe that. Those things are insane.
That's correct.
Look, let's fact check that one. Let's see if how many people have died from. Is it more people have died from feral hogs than died in World War I?
Let's double check that. That's correct.
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, the Wildlife Damage Management reports in the United States, 4 people have died from feral hog attacks since the late 1800s.
Oh. So
I'm going to guess that more than 4 people died in World War I. I think that's...
I don't think so. Look, we're America's #1 bird rock podcast. You think we would get a fact like that wrong?
That's true. You heard it here first. That's what mainstream media doesn't want you to know.
They didn't go to school for this.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm getting a little trigger happy right now.
You're drunk with power.
Well, Ellen, thanks so much for coming on yet another episode of Extremely Accurate Bird Songs.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for having me again. I'm always super excited to talk to y'all about anything, but especially about birds and music. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
Woo!
See you next time.
Oh, yeah.
Just the zoo of us!
Just the zoo of us!
Just the
It's not
zoo of us, Great Pod.
It's not a chantable title.
When I say just the, you say zoo of us. Just the.
Zoo of us!
Just the.
Zuvas.
Yeah, there we go.
Cloaca. Cloaca me crazy. Cloaca, 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 cloaca.